You think you're eating healthy.
You pick me up at the store, you bring me home, you drop me in a pot of boiling water, and you feel good about yourself. You feel like you made the right choice. But I need to tell you something that nobody else is going to say to your face. You are flushing the most powerful natural medicine on this planet straight down your kitchen drain. Every single time you boil me, you are chemically destroying sulforaphane, the miracle molecule that fights inflammation and protects your DNA. Stop killing your greens and start unlocking their true hidden power. I'm going to expose every hidden killer in your kitchen, give you the science and a 3-step protocol so simple you can use it tonight. Stay with me. What you're about to learn will permanently change how you stand in your kitchen. Every week, 330 million Americans buy broccoli. They put it in their cart feeling healthy, and then they go home and they destroy the single most important compound inside me before they ever take a single bite. Inside every floret of my body lives an enzyme called myrosinase. It is the trigger. This is the biological ignition switch that converts glucoraphanin into the active sulforaphane your cells can actually use. Without myrosinase, sulforaphane never reaches your bloodstream, never reaches your DNA, and myrosinase is completely destroyed by boiling water. A 2022 study in the Journal of Agricultural and Food Chemistry found that boiling broccoli for 5 minutes destroys between 67 and 77% of myrosinase activity. Boil me and you lose up to 77%. Steam me for the same time and you lose between 25 and... But there is a method that loses almost none of it at all. But first, the second hidden killer. And this one is going to surprise you. That bright green color is one of the most dangerous half-truths in American kitchens today. The color tells you nothing about the sulforaphane. Nothing. What you are eating when you boil me bright green and perfect is a beautiful empty shell. The miracle molecule never formed. It never had a chance. And here's the third thing I need you to understand, and this one changes everything. Sulforaphane does not exist inside me. Not yet. When my cell walls are cut, glucoraphanin and myrosinase finally meet. And in that meeting, sulforaphane is born. When you drop me raw into boiling water, you skip the entire reaction. You process that creates the medicine, and you call it cooking. Now, let me give you the solution that changes everything. It costs nothing. It requires no supplements. It requires 40 minutes and a knife. That is the entire investment. Cut me, then wait. That is the core of what researchers have now confirmed across multiple independent studies. The moment your knife breaks my cell walls, glucoraphanin and myrosinase finally make contact. At room temperature, myrosinase is fully active. The conversion begins immediately. Over those 40 minutes, the reaction reaches near completion. Before heat ever touches me, your free time becomes the medicine. Once sulforaphane has already formed, once it is already active, heat cannot unmake it. Sulforaphane itself is significantly more heat stable than myrosinase. A 2025 University of Illinois study found that pre-chopped broccoli produced sulforaphane levels 4 times higher. 4 times. The reason is fascinating. When I am physically damaged, I initiate what plant biologists call the wound response. My cells detect the damage and begin activating every defense compound available. You are not just chopping a vegetable when you cut me. You are triggering an ancient biochemical defense system that produces medicine. Your air fryer and your rapid boil methods. I need to address these directly because they are the single most common mistake among health-conscious American cooks in 2026. Air fryers operate at 375. Rapid boiling reaches 212 degrees in under 90 seconds. The hotter the method, the faster the heat, the more completely you destroy the reaction before it begins. I am not telling you to throw out your air fryer. After those 40 minutes, cook me however fits your life. The medicine is already made. The enzyme has already done its work. What if you already cooked it? What if you read this too late and your broccoli is already steamed, already sitting in that bowl right now? Add a pinch of dry ground mustard seed to your cooked broccoli. That is the mustard seed insurance policy. Mustard seed contains its own active myrosinase enzyme, a completely separate source. When you add it to already cooked broccoli, you reintroduce the enzyme the heat destroyed, sourcing it from a plant that did not experience that heat. A peer-reviewed study found that adding daikon radish to cooked broccoli increased sulforaphane absorption by over 400%. The specific ratio is 1/8 of a teaspoon of dry ground mustard seed for every cup of cooked broccoli. Mixed in while the broccoli is still warm, between 100 and 120 degrees Fahrenheit, the optimal range for exogenous myrosinase activity. But I need to be clear about one thing. The mustard seed hack does not make sloppy preparation acceptable. Think of it as insurance, as the safety net for days when your schedule did not allow the 40-minute window. The sulforaphane formed before cooking plus the additional sulforaphane generated after cooking gives you the highest possible yield from every single meal. I have been sitting in your refrigerator for years waiting for someone to treat me this way, waiting to be handled with knowledge instead of habit. This is that moment. Most compounds you consume work directly. They enter your cells, neutralize one free radical, and are consumed in the process. They are passive. They are depleted. Sulforaphane does something categorically different. It does not fight for you. It trains your body to fight for itself. When sulforaphane binds to KEAP1, it releases NRF2 to activate over 200 protective genes simultaneously. These genes produce your body's own antioxidants, compounds hundreds of times more potent than any vitamin C supplement you could take. Now let me tell you why the 2026 health landscape makes this more critical than at any point in modern history. The United States is experiencing a chronic inflammation epidemic. Processed seed oils, ultra-processed foods, environmental microplastics, air quality degradation, and the compounding. The stress of modern digital life has created a population with systemic baseline inflammation that would have been pathological in any previous generation. Chronic baseline inflammation is the common thread connecting top 10 causes of death in America today. Every one of them. Sulforaphane, through the Nrf2 pathway, is one of the most studied natural compounds for reducing systemic inflammation. Not managing it, not masking it, reducing the upstream gene expression that creates it. Commercially frozen broccoli is blanched before freezing, a brief heat treatment that deactivates the enzymes that cause degradation during storage. Unfortunately, those are the same enzymes we need for sulforaphane formation. A 2023 study found that frozen broccoli produced 2.8 times less sulforaphane than fresh, even when mustard seed was added to both. This does not mean you should never buy frozen broccoli. It means you need the mustard seed even more urgently with frozen than with fresh. 1/4 teaspoon per cup, slightly more than the fresh dose, to compensate for the blanching loss. 3 steps, that is all. I know how busy American life is. I know you have 30 minutes on a Tuesday night and a family to feed. I am not asking you to change your diet. I am asking you to change 3 moments in your kitchen. 1. Cut first, always. When you bring me home, the first thing you do is cut me, not wash me. Washing before cutting slows the reaction. Cut me first. A rough chop is all you need.
Then set a timer for 40 minutes. Put me on your cutting board uncovered at room temperature. Walk away, do the rest of your meal prep, feed the dog, answer the emails. The 40 minutes is free time. The reaction happens without you.
1 critical warning, do not wash me under cold water during the 40-minute window. Water disrupts the reaction surface. Wash me before cutting or after the 40 minutes. Not during. Step 2, cook at reasonable temperatures. After 40 minutes, the sulforaphane is already built. Steam me, roast me, air fry me, add me to a soup, do it. The sulforaphane is already yours. One exception, microwave steaming bags. These apply steam to raw, uncut broccoli at high temperatures in under 3 minutes. They heat me before any cellular damage has occurred, before a single molecule of sulforaphane is formed. I am not judging your convenience, but if you use these bags, the mustard seed addition afterward is not optional. It is essential. Add it. Every time. Step 3. Keep a jar of dry ground mustard seed on your counter next to your salt and pepper. Make it as automatic as seasoning, 1/8 teaspoon per cup, mixed in while warm, daily. Within the first 7 to 14 days of consistent high-yield sulforaphane intake, research subjects in multiple clinical trials reported the following. A measurable reduction in bloating and digestive discomfort. The Nrf2 reduction in gut inflammation makes itself known quickly because your gut has the highest density of Nrf2 activatable cells in your body.
Second, improve morning energy and mental clarity. Researchers link this to reduce neuroinflammation and better mitochondrial function.
Third, reduce joint stiffness and general body heaviness. Systemic inflammation relief that manifests most noticeably in the joints and musculature in the first 2 weeks. These are not promises. These are what the data shows across populations. Your individual experience will vary. The biochemistry does not vary. When sulforaphane reaches your Nrf2 pathway consistently, your body's own protective systems activate. You did not know this yesterday. That is not a failure. It is simply where the information was. Today is different. Today you know that I am not just a vegetable. I am a cellular repair system that your kitchen has been deactivating for years. Cut me first, wait 40 minutes, finish with mustard seed. That is the entire protocol. That is the practice that separates the version of you that eats broccoli from the version of you that actually absorbs its medicine. You came into this video thinking you knew how to eat healthy. You are leaving knowing that the difference between medicine and wasted food can be as small as 40 minutes and a knife. Ancient healers across the Mediterranean, across Ayurvedic India, across the blue zones where people live past 100, they handled me with patience. They did not rush. Modern science has now confirmed what they understood by instinct. Patience is the ingredient. The 40 minutes is the medicine. And you now have both. If this video gave you something real, hit the like button. It tells the algorithm that this kind of honest, research-backed information is worth sharing. Subscribe to VegFruity Reveals because every vegetable has a story this deep, and we are just getting started. Drop a comment below. Which step surprised you most? I am broccoli.
The drain has taken enough. Starting tonight, what belongs to your body stays with your body.